talk about this Kim Kardashian shenanigans.
What's going on with her?
Girl, what you sent me as far as Kim and Kanye. So there's reports that they're getting divorced. I don't believe it until I see it. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I get it that it's everywhere. It's being discussed. It's being talked about. But it's one of those things like Donald Trump. Like, they're like, oh, we're going to impeach him. We're going to invoke the 25th Amendment to get rid of him. But, okay, that was 5 days ago. He's countdown. He's got like 10 more days. I won't believe it until I see it. So...
Why do you feel that way? Do you feel like they're just really solid as a couple or something? Or
no,
what?
I don't feel like it's that. I think that it's just one of those things that they've been in the media for so long about reports on them breaking up and divorcing that they always just kind of skip over it and come back together. So I guess I just don't know what's different about this time versus the other times that I'm in the grocery store and I see Kim and Kanye divorcing,
Well, what I can say is that I've definitely noticed that, like, they haven't been together for like the holidays and stuff because the whole family was there. I think Scott was there, Kris Jenner's man was there, Corey. They all took family pictures. There was no Kanye. And then on top of that, I don't know if you remember a few months ago when paparazzi caught them in the car. It was like 5 months ago. They caught them in the car and they were arguing and Kim was just like crying, hysterically crying in the car.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, girl, that picture went viral. She was like crying and he was yelling. And
was this coming off the coattails from the last divorce rumors when he basically outed her saying he wanted a divorce and not a divorce. He wanted an abortion and she didn't want an abortion and that kind of thing.
No, I don't know. I just know this was this summer and they had a bunch of pictures of them arguing and then crying in the car. And you could see her like crying and them arguing and him yelling. This was like August or something. So that was the first time I was like, Lord, they letting it, because they're really tight when it comes to like paparazzi and stuff.
Yeah.
I never really seen her just like off like that. And then, I mean, of course, we've all seen how he's been acting in the media and shit. I've been saying they're going to get divorced for years because I'm like, there's just no way she's going to stay with him acting like this. But it's also been reported that they haven't lived together in like 6 months. Like he's living in Aspen and I think it was Aspen or something like that. And she's of course in LA. Mm-hmm. So, and then with the holiday pictures, it's kind of like, oh damn, this kind of does seem like they're not living together. And then for all the media publications to announce it at the same time, I do feel like somebody has a leak of some sort. So we'll see.
To be continued. I would be curious. Like I said, I mean, like to your point, I have been thinking they were going to get a divorce. I'm still shocked that they've lasted this long, 4 kids in. But yeah, I just have to wait it out and see. I know she's airing a show. She just finished wrapping season, whatever it was, for Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So maybe we'll see some stuff there too, where he's not on there, and maybe someone's like, "Hey Kim, where's Kanye?" And she's able to kind of talk about what's going on and control the narrative that way. Who knows? So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, apparently she's asking for full custody too. So.
Oh wow.
Which I'm sure doesn't help that Kanye has so many freaking public appearances, just looking kind of off and crazy. But
they say he's bipolar as well, like on the severe side. I think they said the last outburst he had, because Kim publicly came out on his behalf, which I feel like she's done for a few times. She's come out in response to him having certain different outbursts or whatever, and she said that he was bipolar, and I think he's on medicine and stuff like that. So I don't know, I don't think any of this is going to help his case, but...
No, it definitely makes me think that, I mean, don't get my tin hat tingling, but I just feel like this makes sense. If she's going to pull this full custody move, it kind of seems like a setup. Like, just the fact how they let him for this whole year and like the year before, it seemed like nobody tried to stop him from making these like public statements of like, you know, going out there and just talking sideways. Like when he started crying at that rally about how he made Kim get a divorce or wanted Kim to have an abortion. And it's like,
people thought they were going to get a divorce then. It was like reported everywhere they were going to get divorced then because he had like a cry out and.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was just a few months ago. So I mean, it was 2020 when that happened. So it was during the whole political run. So my thing is, it's kind of making sense why nobody tried to stop him, or from what we see, it don't seem like nobody in the family tried to stop him from making these public appearances, because it's like a part of me thinks, damn, they may have wanted Kanye to go out there and act a fool just so that when she goes for this grab in the court about him being unstable, they have proof. They have documented public proof now. It's not just what the family's seen, but they have, you know, let him show this to the whole world. So I don't know, it just makes me think that this all could have been pre-planned and set up.
Well, the one thing that I do know from what I've seen is that Kanye has, to me, gotten worse since he's been with Kim. He's kind of just been on this sporadic decline since he's been in that relationship. And I just feel like it really breaks my heart, and I'm hoping that if they do get a divorce, it breaks my heart. Let me finish that. It breaks my heart to see him from where he was in the relationships he's had. And it's not a pity party for him saying like, oh, well, whatever, because people are like, oh, well, he's got tons of money, he's whatever. But to see him in the way in which we knew him as he was welcome to the world, you know, and we received him as Kanye, and now looking at him in the trajectory of like his status quo, character, all these different things has been very, very sad to witness, regardless of whatever's taken place. And I'm hoping that if they do get a divorce, because to me, I feel like they haven't had his best interest from the beginning. But that's my opinion, meaning the Kardashian clan. I feel like they just have not had his best interest. I'm not saying that they don't care about him, but they're a reality family. And Kanye, to me, is not reality. Like, he's not supposed to be in that way like that.
He's too real for reality.
Huh?
He's too real for reality.
Yeah, and so I just think that hopefully if they do get a divorce, maybe some of those relationships that were severed, or maybe, you know, they're no longer of people who really were in his corner at one point in time, he can mend those relationships and hopefully get a sense of, you know, whatever he needs that he's been missing. Because, you know, again, I'm a viewer, and it's not hard to look at in the sense of like, gosh, you know, it's not, I guess what I'm saying is like, it's not rocket science. Like, ever since he's been with the Kardashians, he's just gone downhill. And I'm not talking about money. We know he's launched Yeezy and he's done his thing with that. That's totally separate. And we all know money doesn't buy happiness. You know, it seems like a lot of rich people or people with money, a lot of them have issues. For the most part, they've talked about they have issues that money cannot solve. So who knows, you know, to be continued on it. You know, I hope that, you know, for the sake of Kanye, you know, he can get peace in whatever that means for him, honestly, because to me, Kim and everybody else, they're going to move on just fine.
Facts, big facts. Yeah. Well, that's that. What else is there?